Like you said, the referee did bottle it. How can he give a decision when he was on the wrong side of the mall? But of course, the Carbonneau incident. Once I think Dennis sees the Carbonneau incident as well, he's going to have a real go at the officials.
How is it going to be cleared up, Eddie? A touch judge who is forever pointing to incidents going on the field of play. I mean, we've got headphones on because of the noise, right? Well, you and I are talking, we got headphones, so well, you did have them on, John. But what I'm saying is, we can make ourselves understood in that atmosphere there, out there for 80 minutes, the referee can't.
Well, there's nothing to clear up because the referee made his decision. He made two decisions, and we would say that both of them were wrong. But there's a lot of pressure out there, and the referee is receiving instructions. Is it a sending off incident, the headbutt? It's a very difficult one to do. I tell you what, we are talking a lynching
I don't think it was a hard decision. It was a clear headbutt on Stuart Roy, lying on the floor by Carbonneau. The linesman saw him. He goes over and tells him it was a clear headbutt.
Do you want anybody else here?
He didn't even disallow the try. He should have disallowed the try, given a penalty, and sent Carbonneau off. It's as simple as that. If in a professional world you have to be counted, and the officials didn't today. They absolutely bottled it, and Pontypridd have lost the game because of it. There's no decision to be made. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Well, you're only endorsing the view that Dennis John said to Hugh Llewellyn-Davies there. We'll try and pinpoint the headbutt by Philippe Carbonneau, and we know it was a headbutt on Stuart Roy. We saw the touch. The point I was making, Ed, was that the touch judge saw it straight away. Now, if he had been able to alert the referee there and then through some communication, instead of the try being scored,
we can see it now because it seems to us it's clear, and this is a long time. The referee and the touch judge were in consultation there. There's Carbonneau. Now, that is pretty clear.
How clear do you want? Maybe it was a penalty to Brive because you stopped when the ball came out. But it's a clear but. He's sent two people off for a fight. No, that's a clear but. It's a sending off offence. Just as simple as that. Absolutely bottled it.
But do you want anybody else on which side?
Even so, Jonathan, it seemed that Pontypridd had still done enough to win the game. You have to admire the Pontypridd spirit, just refusal to give in. You have to try and understand the intimidation of the atmosphere here. It is enormous.
So do you think that performance by Pontypridd today exploded the myth, if you like, John, that no French club can be burst apart, if you like, that they can be beaten here?
Well, of course they can be beaten, as they showed today. It was really unfortunate that they did lose the game. They shouldn't have lost the game. Looking at this now, I thought Martin Williams was absolutely fantastic today, and then the ball goes to Neil Jenkins, and there's a superb cut-out pass here, just hits David on the wing, and he's flying, and there's no way he's going to stop it. David had a superb game again, but I thought Neil Jenkins was absolutely awesome today in his all-round performance. Even the control when the fight started, to the goal kick-in, to the distribution, he was superb today, and very unlucky to lose.
I think you're right, Alan. I think that a certain myth has been exploded here today. But the trouble is, I suppose, that to get through that French barrier, you do have to be explosive. It is this fine line, and Pontypridd crossed it. But boy, if they put one foot into what we would term illicit, then they put several. They made huge strides forward for Welsh rugby. This was a magnificent performance by a Welsh club.
I think they were competitive today because I think it all stemmed from the fight. If they had took a back step there, they'd have driven all over. Brive would have stamped all over them. Yep. And they all went in. They all committed themselves. Just fantastic. And I was delighted, and it all stemmed from there.
Okay, in Pool C today, we know the result here, 32-31. But elsewhere, Bath beat Scottish Borders by 31 points to 17. That was an away win for Bath. So let me tell you how this Pool C stands now after 2 weekends of Heineken European Cup rugby. It's Brive who lead with a record of play 2-1-2 and 4 points, and they've got a points difference of plus 39. Bath are second in the group, also on 4 points with wins over Pontypridd last week and today against Scottish Borders, and they have a favourable points difference of plus 20, and it's Pontypridd unbelievably on no points and Scottish Borders on no points. And well, I think we're still, and you might say that we're still in a state of being numb here, because it really was one of the great games of rugby. Eddie, in 10 seconds, sum up what we've been watching there.
A great day for Welsh rugby. I suppose it sums up the luck of the last decade that we were pipped at the end. Great day, though.
All right, let's just change it now then and go a little bit further north in this country to Paris, to racing, one of the trials for the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. The three